Today I'd like you to join me making some vegetable stock, which will become a soup because I'm going to puree it at the end. The reason I make these is because sometimes if I'm staying at a rest area or I'm at somebody's house and I'd like to not eat what they're serving, I bring my own food. And that means when I'm on the road. That doesn't mean if I'm invited to somebody's house for the holidays. It just means if I'm on the road and I stop at a friend's house and they're eating something that I won't touch, like lobster. No, I don't do that. Yep, we had snow last night on the 12th of November. This is the time. I've got some Italian oregano, sage, and rosemary still, as well as fresh parsley. Everything that is here is all you really need to make soup. This is thyme, parsley, Italian oregano, rosemary, garlic, carrot, celery, pepper, I like freshly ground, extra virgin olive oil, rice, and fresh water. What did I forget? Red or yellow onion. The first thing is you want to use about 1/4 cup of olive oil and your chopped onion. I always take the tops and bottoms off of the celery. Because I'm using celery, I don't use salt. Celery has enough sodium in it when it's cooked that it actually flavors the stock. So you want to cook the onion until it becomes somewhat translucent. Once it is, you add the celery pieces. If you don't like celery, don't put celery in. So this is a vegetable soup stock that I'm making. And because it's a stock, it can be strained using a piece of cheesecloth, or you can take the finished product and put it through a food processor and make it into more of a kind of a thicker soup. While the onion is cooking, I'm going to take my herbs and just put them in a dish. The rosemary I leave as a whole spear. I'm just going to lay it in the soup. The parsley, just want the heads. This is thyme, very small leaves. The point is to make soup that doesn't have chemicals and preservatives and things you don't really want to be eating. When the onion gets to this point, add the celery. And there are the herbs. I'm not going to chop them because they're going to wind up in a food processor today. If you're cooking with celery, once it turns this light shade of green, you put in your rice. And it's gonna toast it just a little bit. It gives it a nice little toasted taste. At this point, I'm putting the herbs in. Because I want the oils from the pepper to actually disperse itself through here as the rice is toasting, I'm going to put the pepper in now too. You can see the rice is puffing up just a little bit. The garlic chopped and the carrot, which I'm going to slice, to wash them and peel them. This I'm going to slice thin so that it cooks faster. These are very strong flavors, being rosemary and garlic. And that is the last thing I'm putting in. So I want to put in my garlic and my small pieces of carrot. Before I get to the point where I'm going to add water, I'm putting in this rosemary sprig just to start to flavor. And anything that you don't like, if you don't like rosemary or thyme or parsley or sage or some sort of a song, don't use it. You want to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. You want to make sure at this point your stove is on low. 3 minutes have gone by and I'm going to add about a cup of water just to finish off the rice and get the carrots to soften up a bit. So while that's cooking, I want to explain why I'm doing this instead of buying a pre-made vegetable broth. It is easier to buy the boxed or canned broths. This can be the stock, which you've run through a cheesecloth once it's cold, or it can be a soup as it is by just adding more water to it because the flavor is going to be great. Or it can be pureed, which is what today I'm going to do with it. The reason I'm putting recipes up on a camping channel, or mainly camping and hiking, is because I take a lot of these things with me when I'm out camping. I put them in I freeze everything, I put them in the freezer, and I've already got meals that are prepared, so I don't have to be doing that while I'm on the road. Just to show you what I do in advance is, if you watch my channel, you'll see salmon pie, and that is a piece of frozen salmon pie. This is a turkey soup. These are just plain chicken soups, frozen, and just thaw them out when I'm ready to eat them. I'm just going to test a carrot with a fork. And yeah, they're nice and soft. At this point, I'm going to take out the piece of rosemary and add water. My dog doesn't like the food processor. I added a dash of paprika to the top and a sprig of parsley. Hope you enjoy.